Well, I started off today by just picking some partridge berries. I'd already got half a bucket, and now I just went out and got another half, but it was just beautiful out. 17 degrees actually, and it's October 25th now. Just glorious. I often wonder why the mice, who I understand like berries, can't be content with all. They don't even seem to touch the berries, but like my garden. Why can't they just sit out here and nom nom on the berries? I just realized there's cosmos here, so I may see some yet. You never know. Today I'm going to um, go at my Italian flat leaf parsley. I use an awful lot of it in cooking, especially, of course, Italian dishes. And I'm going to just bring it inside, sit down with a cup of coffee. But I'm going to cut all the leaves off, or pick them off, and then chop it to the sizes that I want. And I'll have a winter supply. It should be a year's supply, to be honest. It's a nice big plant, and I've got some inside. I will cut some for fresh and leave in a glass. But this will go in my freezer. You don't need to blanch it. You just chop it up, put it in a baggie, and it's there when you need it. I'm going to do it to cilantro also. Well, all chopped down. Bizarrely, I just chopped from the top, didn't touch the dirt, and 3 large night crawlers just flew out of the dirt and ran. I scared them, I guess. Anywho, nice big basket. I will go in, as I say, put my feet up with a cup of coffee and start pulling the leaves off. Keeping some on hand in water, which I refresh the water daily. Just pointing out also, I decanted and drained through a sieve the apples from the apple scrap cider vinegar, and I've got 3 large containers. So that's my, I think I've labeled them. Yep, that's my 2022. I also have one half jar, I think, about that size in my pantry. So this will continue for a month to, it's been 2 weeks or a little more with the scraps. I've probably said this a million times before, by the way, but now this final stage with still the caps off to let it breathe for it to continue aging. And I've just washed parsley. I'll dab it dry a bit and get at that. Still picking away at the veg. I think I'll take those 2 in. And maybe a couple of leeks. Bit by bit. Okay, these little plants, I think there's 3 parsnips. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Just because I feel like it, because it's a gorgeous day. I just took the celery out here. It's not a huge one, but there's no sense leaving them in to grow at this stage. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead, but I've got my gloves because if you've seen Terry King, whoa, what a blistering rash he got from the toxins in the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and tackle these and literally wrestle with them, I think. Well, I broke this one off, but he's nice. But look at this thing. I don't know how to get it out. So much for no-dig beds when it comes to parsnips. Huh? Oh, Lord. He's a monster. He hit some dirt there, I'd say. Or some hard dirt. The size of that silly thing. My goodness. And I'll go get, there's one more there. So that's it for the parsnips for me this year. I didn't have a whole lot that took for some reason. Blew away, I don't know. It was one of those years, and I wasn't here. However, they all came out lovely, unaffected, beautiful. These are smaller ones, but lovely, perfect. And then this crazy guy here. Looks like gophers went through my garden. I'll sort that out. But that's it for the parsnips. I have probably 4 left in my crisper and 4 more to go in. But they'll last a long time in my crisper. Do you ever notice wasps lose their mind this time of year? Like at any given time, there's at least 1, if not 3, crawling all over me now. There is a science behind it, which I read up once. I think they're starved, and anyway. So today I just got some partridge berries, Bruce's favorite. 2 zucchini, just the right size. 3 lovely leeks. I call everything lovely, don't I? But vegetables are lovely. I've got, oh, camera's going. 4 parsnips and a celery. And I'm just going to run down now. There's the final bed down there. Here's some late sowings of carrots, which I thought could just carry on a bit. But the sow bugs are getting those now. I noticed the leaves had fallen over and they were scooped out. And in fact, many just didn't even have the leaves still attached. So they've moved away from, there's no more beets for them to get, so they're after the carrots. So I'll pull those out. They're small. And I threw the carrot away, but that's all they left of it. Completely fallen off. So there's a couple more, but you can see how small these are. But let's get them out. No sense giving them away to others. Bugs. Oh, this one looks a little bigger, maybe. Well, those are great for Bruce and I. And these are so small. Maybe I'll just... yeah, I'll leave those and chance it. I've still got lettuce. A little bit here. I'm gonna have to get that soon. Now, I've got carrots over there too. I better check those. Yeah, I don't see the same damage here. All these are intact, but and I think these are probably smaller. I'm going to let these ones go a little bit more. They look fine. So that bed's almost empty. It's just really a zucchini plant. It has zucchini growing, so I'm leaving that. And scraps. Same here, although I just took 2 zucchini. Yeah, there is a zucchini in there. Or 2 or 3. There's a rondanise right there. This can come out. A kale, you know, leeks that are smaller. This bed, Swiss chard, pushing that. I've just been eating so many greens that I cut those and harvested a lot not long ago. But I haven't had any since, so we'll probably just eat what's there. Small celery. Some nice, beautiful lettuce. That's got to come in probably tonight. Actually, maybe I'll get the lettuce. We can eat that now. I've got little acorn squash. I've got 3 of them. 1 there, and 1 up in that first bed that let me show you. That, you know, these were extremely late. Oh, hopefully he's still here. Could have been stolen. No, there he is. Yeah, but I'm pushing them. You can tell we have not had a hard frost, or these plants would not be there. So, more and more empty. Getting there. And just briefly, this was the day before, which shows our path still rugged. And Bruce was digging a ditch here for the water drainage. hauling up the stones, and I'll show you today what it looks like. Bruce has finished now, except for his little garden patch up there. Well, it was mine, but anyways, he's going to do it. So he's got some steps going to that. He's completed here. We pulled all our old plants that were perennials, but all around, and stuck them in here. But he has now finished. He got a load of, I don't know what class or whatever you call this stuff, but some gravel, I call it. I'm sure I'm going to be told differently by him. So he's made a little walkway to go into there. And as you can see, he's laying manure down. My shadow, sorry. So now it's safe to walk up this without tripping all over things, because he's smoothed everything out. He has put weeping tile underneath here. Because right here, you might have seen, if you follow me, some old video footage where there's a little river flowing here. And that's because this is a cliff, and behind that's a cliff, and behind that's another cliff. So all water, of course, runs to the ocean. And we have a lot of that happening on our property. But we had a bad bit here, so he's put the weeping tile, and it goes all the way down the path. But back up here, so he's cleared it all out. He's put the weed cloth down below, and then some of his, I don't know, Class A gravel, is that what you call it? And the fire pit, and we got the grills there that the sister-in-law gave me, so we can throw some burgers or something on the grill and have a nice fire. And what weather we're having for this. So I'm very pleased. This is pretty cool, and to tell you the truth, my brain goes to, I have now my first grandchild, so I just think it'd be cool for him to run around. So Bruce and Scott, my brother-in-law, who did the big fire pit portion of stacking, have completed it. Also, all these rocks that you see that are part of the landscape, they're there. And back here, Bruce painstakingly took the dirt away from them, washed them, and everything he could to expose them, to make them look, well, they're natural, but just to make them visible. They were hidden. I think he's done a great job. And that's it. Okay, that's all for today. Please take care, and we'll see you soon. I don't really know what I'm saying.